And welcome back to Bitcoin Advisors channel. My name is Chris, bringing it to you here from Westlake Village, California. Hoping you are having a blessed and highly favored day. Getting into Bitcoin price action. And first thing I want to touch on is the US dollar, which we did call out yesterday saying, hey, look, very likely 3 drives of bearish divergence, prices making higher highs, RSI is making lower highs, and that is good enough for me to get a target down to 108.65. So with the dollar playing out some downside, risk assets are taking a bit of a relief rally as I said relief rally. How did the day close? Gap down here on NASDAQ as we are probably coming up to that 618 fib, not 0.5 fib. So, rally could get a little bit higher. Did we have a higher closing high? Yes, we did. Hourly gap down. So does the gap get filled? What about the dollar today? Holding on for dear life here at 110. But it does look like it wants to come down in the short term, down to that green 55, very likely on the next closure, unless the 4-hour does want to hold it up here, which it's not doing it. All right, what else? New Prime Minister guy out of UK. His name is Rishi Sunak. I wanted to play the video for you. Let's just hear what does this say?
In the UK, earlier this year, I announced a new joint task force between the Treasury and the Bank of England to look into a potential CBDC.
Yes, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily.
Yeah, check out Altcoin Daily. They got a pretty cool stuff. That was the clip I was looking for. Something else to note, open interest. Anyway, so it was a breath of fresh air for everybody to have some guy come in and calm the storms over in UK, say he's committed to not do what Liz Truss did, wants to bring back confidence in the UK and their economy and their ability to pay back their bonds, right? I guess that's the big problem. But I do believe that gave the euro and the pound some relief rally today. Yes, indeed. Close in above the green 55. So that's good for the pound. The yen putting in a bit of a rally today as well. The euro kind of looks like NASDAQ. And then also notably bonds were down, right? Today, I think the 30-year came down on the daily, putting in a top there. Do we have any bearish divergence? Not coming from these highs right here, that's for sure. So does this move have some legs left? I don't know, but 10-year also putting in a bit of a top with some bearish divergence. So looking for this one to come down maybe to 362, providing a relief rally in markets. And the same thing here, volatility is low. If this expands, could be coming down a bit more, but remember, the catalyst at the end of the month is November 2nd, the FOMC meeting. They will be announcing their rate hike. I think it's a 90% chance Fed is going to raise rates by 75 basis points coming into November 2nd. So I imagine bond yields go up then. I don't know what's happened the past few times. Well, I guess you could just look at the chart here. So that's the point for the bulls. Dollar coming down and calm in Europe was nice for the markets. Additionally, Google and I believe Microsoft, their earnings came out better than expected. So that was another kind of, bullish hint when some of the biggest companies in the world have positive earnings per share, better than expected then. And why don't we just check in really quick on Microsoft and Google. Bear with me just a second. Hey, how about Apple? Putting in a rally, nice rally on Apple here today. Coming up to the purple 200, might run into some resistance right there. Microsoft, again, putting in a nice bounce. And it does look after the impulse move on this guy. You know, I'd be looking for maybe a shot up to that 618, which is coming in at 265. Even Facebook getting a rally. And I believe we even said, you know, last week with the bullish close on the stock market that likely we're going to come into a bit of a bounce or a gap up. That looks like the case. And droopy on the dollar. Bitcoin really needs to clear this 4-hour range, if you ask me. I know we just broke a major trend line, but this 4-hour is not closed above here, and that's coming in at 20,500. So the big thing that we've been looking for and watching for days now, and the same thing on the 4-hour here, the tick below 20,045, I'd be looking for a retest. Yeah, I'm very likely looking for a retest down in 19,740. And could we be range bound? And that's why I was bringing up open interest before, is we typically don't see those big swings down until open interest gets, you know, 12 billion or higher, and somewhere around these highs. So as open interest goes up, maybe we could expect price to continue to go higher. And that might be in alignment with, you know, a bit of a move up higher. But did we close higher on the day today? That's when you get a weird print on CME. And, you know, we took out this high based on the candle, but we did not take it out based on this one. So I don't know what to make of that. I do, you know, generally look as this low being put in. So if there is any divergence going to play off of it, it would likely spur off now. And could we get the retest? Oh, good. We're only 7 minutes in. The other thing that would look, you know, really bullish is if we came back, retested this trend line, and then took the move and then cleared dailies above 20,510. That would look really bullish. Yep, just giving my thoughts on the market here for Mr. Bitcoin. And here's the signal to rule them all. Volatility expansion. We've been talking about this as well. The previous times that volatility has been this low for CMEs, it has resulted in price action of about 25% on average. So when this does expand, we'll expect a move of about 25%, give or take a few. So how do we know what direction it likely is going to go? Is it's in the direction of the momentum, which is our stochastic indicator. So as long as these are crossed up as volatility expands, and they'll remain up above 19,146, then you would expect, you know, it to take a leg higher. 25% from the breakout where we're at right now would bring us up, what do you know, to the top side of the range at 24,300. And that is pretty much the line in the sand that I want to be broken to, you know, if we can take out that high and make a higher low, then I'd be ready to get bullish. But until then, I'm still kind of on the bearish side, not believing. And what else could happen? I was theorizing this yesterday because I believe the same thing happened in 2018. We had more sideways boring action for a while. And that looks like something like this, right? Where we just kind of peter on it for a while. And that would look, you know, very similar to what we saw in 2018. I don't know if it would go on that long, but that one did resolve to the downside. So not saying we have the exact same environment as 2018, but I'm willing to bet interest rates were starting to go up then as well. I just want to check at the 10-year in 2018. So 2017 to 2018 got up to 3.17%. So yeah, rates were going up that year from 2.25 to 3.25. And then what happened? We took a bit of a spill. Why did they spill? Why did they lower rates? You know the deal. It is stimulus and inflation. And that's exactly what I think this guy in Europe's going to do is when he's forced to print more, he's forced to print more just like the rest of us. We can't afford for the financial system to break down completely. That's why Bitcoin and cryptocurrency offer a unique solution to, really start to own your own wealth. And that's why I believe in it so much long term. I think that's going to wrap up the thoughts again for today. We didn't see the expansion on the daily. As far as I'm concerned, we're just bouncing up to the top side of the range. And we probably get at least one more swing lower before we either break this range here and head up to the next level at, gosh, is it all the way up there? I had my lines out. I think I deleted them all. But really, the daily Bollinger Bands as well. This is kind of a, did we close above or below it? To me, that looks like we closed slightly above. And again, getting rejected by the green 55, it's a hard debate here. But I would suspect this move could have legs all the way up to 21,500. And then that's the kind of the next line in the sand for a leg higher. All right, that's it for today, guys. Hope you have a blessed and highly favored day. We'll check back in tomorrow with some more cryptocurrency news. Take care.